there's so much more than just AI. There's a million things that you can do with well, I mean, even as an example, there's companies out there that, claim to be AI, but they're doing some advanced workflows and some things like that, right? So I think my view of this sometimes is worry less about whether it's AI or whether it's a flow or whether it's a system, and worry more about what are you doing to use technology to enable your business to grow.
Well, I talked to a couple of our customers who were there, who came back. I wasn't there, but it was interesting listening to them.
Were they completely enamored with me?
Oh yeah, no, they were still just amazingly
buzzing,
in
huh?
awe of the panel discussion. They said
that's awesome. Yeah.
But aside from that, there was, I won't call it frustration, but a little bit of, I don't know, angst, if nothing else, angst and frustration about just so much chatter about AI, but really what the takeaway should be, and I think this is what people are starting to recognize, it's not AI as a tool, right? It's a technological tool. What you need to be thinking about is how you use technology in your business to enable your business versus just manage your business.
Right.
If you've looked at traditional SaaS and traditional software over the years, predominantly, I'm not saying entirely, but predominantly, it has been used to manage your business. Even in the CRM world, right? Manage my opportunities, track my activities, run pipeline reports, all of that kind of stuff. That's managing the business. But if you start thinking about how you enable, whether it's sales individuals, marketing individuals, operations, whatever, how you enable the organization with technology, that's what I believe AI has, one, opened the door to more potential there, but I think open the door and cause people to realize that it's possible.
Right.
And that, I think, is really the conversation that companies should be having now, is not about, do I have AI, but am I using technology to the best of its ability to enable and grow my business versus just manage my business.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was just interesting listening to some of the feedback from the people that were there.
No, and it was interesting. You had discussions with, I'll give you an example. I think if I looked at the companies that we partner with or our customers that were there at that event, were varying degrees of success with, let me rephrase that. Maybe varying degrees of success and varying degrees of outlook and effort. Some just clamoring for what else can we do? What else can we do? Some that are scaling up, some that are wanting to scale up and do a better job, and so forth with that. I think you had people across the board. There were people there that were doing at the event that were doing very advanced things. And you had people that were there that were wanting to do much more. I think where we're really at with this is, and it's as we look at, and we're able to, some point in time, we'll stop here in the show and do an intro to who we are and why we're here and what we're going to talk about today. But, our view of things is, what can we do to take data from across an organization, regardless of where it's at, right? Whether it's in ERP data or it's in a data lake or it's marketing automation or e-commerce data or whatever it might be, or even standard operating procedure, vacation policy, whatever it might be, bring all of that data into a standardized platform and bring that fragmented data into a single place, and then use the technology, whether it's AI or whether it's other tools, to uncover opportunities, find risks, but not make somebody go in and run a report that takes 17 clicks and, in 5 minutes in an ERP system, or, go focus on how many opportunities did I enter into my CRM today, but how can I do some of those things by voice? How can I automate some of those things? How can I send alerts that are dropping opportunities right into somebody's lap, right?
Yeah.
So that's, I think, where we're really headed, and that's really going to help